Lana Scott, welcome back to the Tribe of Lighthouse. So, guys, this morning they're coming through with the message, and they're talking about the angels. Said they had another message, and they're talking about God's army. I'm hearing slash Spirit's army, because I keep hearing God's army, but they're saying it's not specifically like God. It's like just Spirit's army, people of like mind, like heart, like in some way, shape, or form, different people or different groups that are in the future going to be doing a lot of answering the call type of things. We've got wounded healer, which is like an earth healer. We've got warrior of the heart, which is also what I put on the back of here that one time when I thought about this is like the light workers, okay, the warriors of the heart, and dream traveler, which is talking about getting messages on the astro level, connected very much to your angels, your feeling called to go in a certain direction, okay, in the near future. Answering the call, different people hearing messages different ways, they're saying. And even though I'm hearing it like as kind of like sort of like labels, they're saying you don't have to feel like you have a label to know that you are one of these people, okay? So don't be caught up in, well, what do you mean wounded healer? What do you mean, well, I don't consider myself really a light worker. I'm this or I'm that, or I'm nothing like that. I just if I see something I need to do for somebody or something, or I answer, whatever, I have messages from my angels, my ancestors. I just do what I feel called to do. Okay. So this is, of course, is not going to apply to everybody, but I just kept hearing God's army, Spirit's army, God's army, Spirit's army. And then they were just talking about different people and different things. So when I pulled the runes, I said, well, just tell me about all this, right? So guys, usually I get set messages with my runes. Today I got different messages with my runes because it's all energy, right? So I'm just picking up on the energy. And I've got signs and synchronicities and spiritual warrior, feeling like different people getting different messages and feeling called to go to do something in certain ways, okay, in the coming future, like, choosing, as you go along your path, choosing to do, maybe you're like doing in the middle of something and all of a sudden you just get this feeling that you need to go do something else or talk to someone, or, you feel like you get a message of you need to actually go somewhere, move somewhere, do something, okay, and it's actually coming from your higher consciousness mind, your angels, your spirit guides, maybe even some passed on loved ones. And you're very, these different people, these different groups, very strong and definitely on their own, moving around and going and doing however they're feeling called to go. Okay. And then I got August, which is usually talking about very, being in touch with the divine, but they're saying also this is being extremely committed. So now maybe some of you might actually in the future go and do some things you feel called to do. Others, because it's all internal, right? Usually this means Isa means frozen, but they're saying this is all internal because the energies are changing on the surface. Everything is going into the future, is the energy's just changing up with all the different things that are going on between the earth changing herself, the veil being extremely thin between us and the other worlds. I know some people have been talking about seeing through the matrix, which when I went and looked it up, the matrix they were talking about, the matrix was like if you took reality and rolled it up and it's like never ending or something like that. I can't remember exactly what the thing for it was, but they're just talking about things just being different. It always makes me think of that Matrix movie, but and I watched that movie a long time ago, but I'm just trying to pull in the energy of exactly what they're talking about, all these different people, okay, and how they go about answering the call, how some are by themselves, others end up meeting up with groups. Some of you over time, as you jump timelines, and as you move around, and there's also a lot of movement down here. Some of you also are going to meet other people, and I've talked about this before. They're telling me not to spend too much time on that right now, but it's that spark where you're going to feel some kind of energetic energy between you and other people. Some of you won't even recognize what it is you're feeling. You're just going to, more people are going to feel like they resonate with you, is the way they're trying to come across with it. Okay. So then we got completion of beginnings. Okay. And groups coming together and a lot of flow. And they're also talking about, and this is a very feminine room. So again, I'm picking up on a lot of feminine energy, but it's not necessarily women. Okay. So guys, we have both of those in us. Take that however that resonates for you. Okay. And then they're also talking about going into the future, and something to do with crossing the line between good and evil, or trying to help keep the universe keeping in balance, they're telling me. And they're also talking about schooling, the future, abundance on all levels, not just like monetary. They're just talking about abundance. They're also talking about instant manifestation, where some of you might say, gee, I wish I had this, and then all of a sudden it just appears. They're saying to remind you to ground yourself on a daily basis. Whatever meditation practice you have, you need to make sure you keep doing that. They're saying okay, then one of them, okay, another one just like piped in and said, you never know when you're going to be called. Like, I've got these two little angels I'm always seeing in my mind's eye. Actually, let me grab these two, because they're talking about good versus evil, or crossing over evil, and movement in a breakthrough in a real big way. This kind of feels like this is almost like an extension of, yes, the special angel message, but they're saying, no, this is just about the energies and how it's changing in the future. So I've got these two little angels, okay, for those of you that are new. This is the one with the round head. She is the, or is it this one? I think it's this one. This is like the older angel, is what I feel. This is like she comes with her own energy, right? And I cleansed them after I got them because they were given to me. Part of her little stars broke off here when I moved her. But she's like very sedate, very calm. And this little angel here with the round head, I literally see her in my mind's eye twirling. And whenever I get something right, she literally twirls around and jumps up. And she's like all in white. And I just see her going, it's weird, guys. I can't explain the energy. But anyway, so, but they're talking today about crossing over some kind of a boundary. Because usually this is Gibu, and it means partnerships. You could also look at it like keenness, which is going this way. Keenness is an ending. Going this way, it's an opening. But whenever it falls like this, they're talking about a crossroads. And they're talking about good versus evil. And again, they're talking about, this is like Spirit's army, God's army, and it's like trying to go into the future and do specialized work and keep the negative energies at bay. Guys, take that how that resonates, how that comes in for you. Maybe you see somebody hurting an animal and you suddenly stop what you're doing, or stop your car and defend an animal, or you defend a person, or you see something where you need to jump in and help, and you find out later on that somebody did that on purpose, and you're like, oh my God, how could somebody do that? Is what I'm hearing, okay? So lots of movement going into the near future, okay? And huge breakthroughs in the process of self-change for people, and also huge breakthroughs in how we start perceiving the energies around us as the earth is changing, climate changing, things that start happening between different places around the world, they're saying. Things happening like in the oceans, things happening in the planetary way. They're just showing me some kind of light workers and healers and all kinds of different helpers being on the good side, or the army side, or the God/Spirit's army, and trying to help correct wrongs, even if it's just one person, one thing at a time. It feels like there's a lot of behind the scenes right now trying to arrange all this. Okay, so take that however it fits in for you. Okay, I'm going to pull a couple more. I'm going to move this over here so I have some more space to work with. You'll have to forgive my cat. My cat's on the table. She's just giving us some kitty cat energy. So let me see. What else do you want to tell us after this point of going into the future? Let me see what I got here. Okay, joy. Opening up. So some of you, this might, okay. So they're saying some of you, this might resonate, and and it signifies an opening of some sort to you. So this feels like, okay, what they're saying here is that a lot of you are going to resonate with that, and that this, some of you are having dreams about this already, they're saying. Some of you are feeling that pull that you don't know it's what they're calling the answering the call. They're saying a lot of you are having dreams, and maybe you're not remembering the dream the next day, but when you're ready, you remember the snatches or parts of the dream. Okay. A lot of, they're saying, some of you are going to be quite happy. You're going to see this is your opening, or this is your confirmation that what you're feeling is right. Yep. And then we've got Haggles. So elemental disruption, opportunity disguised as loss, shedding skins, okay? And then over a period of a year, rewards for your efforts. So this feels like some of you, okay, they're saying some of you, okay, I'm hearing go into training for this, but I don't think it means like going to school and doing actual training. I mean, maybe some of you start looking up some things that you feel compelled to look up, and they come with exercises, and you start doing the exercises. I'm hearing magician energy. I don't have a deck that talks about magician energy, but I'm hearing magician being able to change things. They're talking more about more telepathy and more evolution and evolution, and I can't pull the other. What's the other word you're saying? Regeneration. She's like, no. Keep facing the light, I'm hearing too. Let's see. Guys, let me shuffle a couple of these. Yeah. Okay. So they're still trying to send me messages. So not meaning opportunity disguised as loss. We're talking about minor chaos for some people internally as they shift, change, and break out of a rut or beliefs, old belief systems, old ways of being, to go into the future. And this is going to be happening over the next year, they're saying. Okay. 2025, I'm hearing, and 2026 specifically, I'm hearing. Lots of changes coming for humanity. And a lot of it's internal. Okay. Let me, guys, I do tend to kind of scry with my runes. Because sometimes after I get done with my readings, I get more messages coming in. They'll kind of filter in as like after tales, after, I don't know how to put it. It's just, sometimes I just still continue to get messages even after the reading's done. Unless they completely recede their energy and go, so on the bottom I have focus energy, and miracles. And I just heard as plain as day in my head, driven by love. So this is, okay. So this is what they're talking about, some of the energies that are going to come about. Some of you, because you're going to be super committed and focused, okay, you're going to see some things that you're going to think of as miracles, even if you don't tell nobody, okay? Because I keep getting this kind of a inner secrecy type of energy, where some people just don't talk about Not everybody's a talker. You know, some people are very internal. Some people are very much, you know, hey, I'm going to just get up and just tell everybody how I feel. Where other people are very internal. And because of that, some things that you see that you notice the changes on, you're not going to mention. You're just going to smile to yourself. You're going to reflect on it. Okay? And however it comes in for you. And then we got them chakras all lighting up again. And purification. So guys, this is talking about going into the near future, okay? With all these different energies coming about, and a lot of it being internal. And I'm also feeling like that some of you that are not talkers, that just you might just look at some stuff and just not even give your opinion on it, but inside your brain is going 1,000 miles a minute, okay? 1,000 miles a minute, and you're making sense and connecting dots, and you're like, oh, this is big for me, but you don't say anything, okay? I've known people like that. I'm very external, you can tell, but some of you are going to be very internal, and you don't talk about your good deeds. You just do whatever it is you feel called to do. And you're like, okay, well, that's what I did today. Oh, well, you know, and you just go about your own happy life, right? Not everybody feels compelled to talk about all the different things that they pick up on that they think. Okay. Let's pull a couple of cards from the Native Spirit deck and see about any other information or guidance they want to give you. For those of you that are going through this, because I know yesterday or day before, a couple of days ago when I did the special angel message, they were saying something about people not talking about stuff, and this coming about more stronger, and they gave me, actually guys, a lot of times too, look, some of you are going to become elders, okay? Guys, I cannot make this stuff up, okay? So we've got elders here, Song of the Wild, being free spirits. Again, this feels like people that, okay, this elder energy feels like people that lead by what they do and say. This Song of the Wild feels like those of you that just, you're just very internal. You just go about doing whatever it is you're going to do or whatever you feel called to do, but you don't broadcast it, okay? Spirit of Water, I think, okay, water's all about transformation, psychic dreams, okay, I just heard somebody, when they pick up on angel energy or other energies, they literally have the hair on their arms stand up. Or the back of their neck. Some of you feel it on your legs. And that's how you know when either you're getting a message, or your spirit guides are talking to you, or your angels are talking to you. Or that's when you kind of stop and go, let me see, what am I being told? You know, you somehow focus in on that. And then Spirit Keeper of the East. So on this one, they're making me feel like, not the eastern United States. This one, they're making me feel like they're talking about people further east. And I can't, Europe maybe Eastern Europe. Where some of you are at. Some of you may go for. I'll take that how that resonates, guys. I'm just giving you all the messages they come in. Spirit Keeper of the North. So some of you might actually come from the North. They're saying some of you might, well, they're saying they're going to come from all walks of life. That's okay. Okay, I see. Okay. There still might some of you be over in Eastern Europe or something, but they're saying you're going to come from all, north, south, east, west, all four directions. These people are going to come from. It's all over humanity, they're saying. Okay, it's not just any one people, or it's just you're going to come from. You people are going to. Those answering the call with the angels, you are going to come from everywhere. They're making me feel like everywhere. Take that how that resonates, guys, for you. Anything else? No, that's it. Okay, guys. So, I don't even know what to call this. They said this is an impromptu. We just want you to sit down and we're gonna do this. And I'm like, okay, guys. I listen to my angels. You need to listen to your angels too. However they speak to you, however they come in. Okay. For some of you, this process is going to be very quick. They're saying. Some of you, you're already on. They're saying that everybody's at a different level. And it's definitely going to be different for everybody because everybody's different. You know, they broke the mold and they made you, right? Right, guys? All right. And movements, another part of the message here they're saying too is movement. Movement, lots of movement, internally and externally, creates a lot of breakthroughs. People going to different places, moving all around and just doing different. How you use your, this came through yesterday too, a couple of days ago, I think too. How you use your mind can cause you to have a major breakthrough, or how you see something, having a different perspective can also cause a huge breakthrough in your psyche, they're saying. That you can pick up energy differently after that because you now have a different understanding. Therefore, the energy and the vibrations touch you differently. Okay. Okay. So this, yeah. So that's the last part. They really just wanted to make sure that everybody's aware of is the movement internally and externally can create breakthrough. All right, guys, that's what I have for you today. I know this one was a real short one, but I just wanted to share because they were giving me messages, and I wasn't even going to do this. I was going to do something else today, and I ended up doing this because they just started talking, and I'm listening. Guys, listen to your angels, okay? All right, guys. Be a light in the darkness. This army, or this people changing and growing like this in the future, we're going to be needed in different ways. Lighthouse.